Alright, so it's been a little bit since I've done a new Piggy theory here on the channel, so I thought it might just be time for a little Piggy theory. So of course, in this video, there's going to be some huge spoilers if you haven't yet completed Chapter 7. It's been out for a few weeks, though, so what are you waiting for? Go ahead, complete Chapter 7. We're going to be talking about the ending of that. We're going to be talking about Mimi. We're going to be talking about the ending of Book 2 in its entirety. So obviously, lots of spoilers. Anyway, yes, I don't think that Mimi is going to make it to the end of Book 2, and I'm going to explain why right here, right now. Now, before we talk about Mimi, we kind of need to talk about the different endings in Chapter 6, Book 2, Chapter 6. Now, most of you watching this video and most of you guys subscribe to me, you probably already know about this, but if you're a normal Piggy player, casual Piggy player, you probably or even may not realize that there's actually different endings in Book 2, Chapter 6. There's two different endings that you can get. So the first ending you can complete is actually called the Survivor ending, and we can see that 570,289 players have gotten this ending. Now, in order to get the Survivor ending, all you have to do is complete the map and save at least one of the 6 TSP members that are trapped around the map. And if you complete this, you get the cutscene, you get the end cutscene, and I mean, the story continues, but this is actually the bad ending. Now, as for the good ending, the Savior ending, only 289,260 players have ever gotten this. And in order to get this one, you have to save all 6 TSP members before escaping the map. So about half the amount of players have gotten the Savior ending than the Survivor ending. So most people got the bad ending here. Now, what's the difference between the two endings? Well, at first, there wasn't really many of a difference at all. But as of the Chapter 7 ending, there is a huge difference, and it involves Mimi. Now, if you got the Survivor ending in Chapter 6, which is the ending where you didn't save all 6 TSP members, then what happens is Mimi actually stays behind at the Chapter 6 headquarters, the factory, with Giraffe to make sure he recovers okay. So that means for the entire rest of the story, Mimi is with Giraffe back at the factory, and she is not with the group. She's not in the group in Chapter 7, she's not with the group in Chapter 8, she's not with the group in Chapter 9, 10, 11, so forth. If you got the Savior ending, then, well, Mimi actually comes with the group. Giraffe decides to stay with the TSP members, all right, the ones you saved, all 6 of them, and Mimi decides to come with the group. She shows up in Chapter 7 in the intro cutscene and the outro cutscene. She'll also be in Chapter 8, 9, 10, 11, so on and so forth. Now, you might be wondering, okay, so why is Mimi being there really that important? Is it really that big of a deal? And yes, it is. So in the ending of Chapter 7, if you got the ending where Mimi actually comes with you, the good ending, the Savior ending, then Mimi actually mentions that she knows someone up north, an engineer that might be able to help the group. Of course, if Mimi's not there, then she's never going to mention that, and the group is never going to know about this engineer, which means the engineer is never going to be able to help the group. Now, I bring this up because Minitoon has already said that the ending of Book 2, Chapter 12, of course, we're going to have our secret true ending, just like always, but we're also going to be having a bad ending, just like we did with, Chapter 12, the plant in Book 1. If you remember back in Book 1, if you completed the bad ending, well, you actually died, all right? It was a really bad ending because the player just straight up got infected, and you can see it on the screen. Not really a good ending for the player.
Mr. P, we can't leave you behind. You need to come with us. Sketch, look out! No!
Now, Minitoon said in an interview that, you're not going to die again. The player's not going to get taken out. The bad ending will be an ending to the story. It'll be a satisfactory ending, but it's going to be the bad ending. It's not going to be the best one you can get. So this means that anyone that got the Survivor ending and didn't save everyone, they're probably going to end up getting the bad ending in Chapter 12. Or at least one of the bad endings, because Minitoon said there's going to be more than 2. So one of them. And if we look at the differences between what is going to be the good ending and the bad ending, it all revolves around Mimi. Mimi being with the group. So my theory, my idea is that there's going to become a situation where Mimi is going to help the group in such a way that it saves them from a dire situation. Maybe Mimi's engineer friend saves the group from an infected Piggy attack. Maybe Mimi sacrifices herself in the end to save Pony or Georgie or one of his sisters. Or maybe even Mimi invents a gadget because she's good with gadgets. Maybe she invents a gadget in Chapter 11 that actually saves the group from getting infected. Something's going to happen where we need Mimi, and depending on which ending you got, you may or may not have her. And well, if you don't have Mimi, then what's going to happen is someone's probably not going to make it. And if you do have her, well, she may end up sacrificing herself to save the group because she's the one variable, the one thing that's different between the two endings, whether or not Mimi is there with you or whether or not Mimi is not there with you. So what I want you to do right now is leave a comment down below. Did you get the Savior ending? Did you get the Survivor ending? Let me know down below. If you want to go back and maybe you did get the Survivor ending, but you want to make sure you get the Savior ending, you get the good ending, you can go back and replay through Chapter 6 and save everyone, and it'll actually count as the savior ending. You have the ability right now to go back and replay that chapter to make sure you get the best ending possible. So even if you did mess up, maybe you got the survivor ending, it's not too late. It's not too late. You can go back and change it, which is awesome. In fact, you can actually go back and replay both endings. So you can get the survivor ending, you can see what happens. You can go and then go back to get the savior ending and then replay through everything and see what happens that way. There's two different branching storylines, all right? You got the survivor ending, you got the savior ending, and each one of them is going to go in a different direction. One of them's a bad ending, one of them's a good ending. So I'm really excited to see where Minitoon takes it. Of course, if you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, red button underneath the video. Keep using star code KreekCraft when you're buying your Roblox and Roblox Premium. I'm going to be keeping you guys up to date on all the latest Piggy news, Piggy theories, everything you need to know. And, well, we'll have to wait and see. Is something bad going to happen to Mimi? Probably, depending on what ending you get. So we'll have to see. Is KreekCraft going to be right? We'll find out. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later and have a great day. Bye!